I don't know, chat. I don't know. Maybe bro is on, like, legitimately on something. I don't know. Bro's been following since late 2022. So hey, man. I'd say maybe wait 24 hours or something, a couple hours. Wait till you come down from whatever it is that you smoked or whatever gummies you had, and then put in an unban request, you know, once you're of sound mind, all right? Never been an issue until today, so, you know, just when you be careful. Gummies are very strong. Don't, you know, be careful. Bro needs to buy bath soap and not bath salts. Very true. Hey, oh, speaking of cheeky, it's not cheeky.com, it's usecheeky.com. You fool. I wanted to say that with Cheeky and with my exclusive flavor Schmelin, I was going to announce a bunch of things, but then shit kept selling out. I don't know if you noticed, but it's sold out on the site. It actually sold out twice. So it sold out the first time, which was great for me, but not for you guys. I wanted to restock. We restocked. I didn't announce it to you guys. I did not announce the restock, and it sold out again. I didn't say shit. No one else said anything. It just sold out a second time. So we're doing another one. I don't think the site, you can buy it on there right now, but it's like they got the bars in. So we're doing a third stock. A third round of stocking Schmelin, because it keeps selling out, which is great. But let me message them. Let me check. Let me ask them. Oh, I thought it was live, but it's not. Hold on. Let me go to the Schmelin page directly. Okay, it's supposed to be live very soon. Sold out. We sold out a second time, so now we're doing our third stock. So they're gonna let me know when it is back on, and I'll let you know. Hopefully it happens midstream. And I'll be able to tell you. But yeah. Is it not a permanent flavor? There's no real thing to say something is or isn't permanent. They just have things that they put on the site, and then if they think it makes sense, they restock it. So they have their own stuff on the site that is quote unquote permanent, which are their own ones that they own. And then when they do a collaboration with someone, I mean, they've only done a collab with me and Queso and Charlie so far. They've, you know, as far as like creator collabs. And those, everything besides mine was super limited because it's related to, it's an anime thing and it's a collector's edition. Or the Queso and Charlie one was also a collector's edition, and it was holiday. It was like a Christmas thing. So those were limited time and limited stock. Mine is just my own thing. It's the first one they've done, so you know, there's no definitive like this is permanent or not permanent or whatever. As long as people keep buying it, we'll probably just keep putting it in stock because people love the scent so much. Yeah, Queso is an owner of Shiki. Charlie and Queso are both owners of Shiki now. So the two of them were on the Christmas collab. But yeah. So our shit sold out twice now, and we are on the third stocking of it, and we're just trying to get that up on the site soon. And I'll let you guys know when that's up. And then we have another restock already kind of planned for after this of when we're going to do it again. So you can consider it maybe kind of permanent, maybe, but it's like soft permanent. If people stop buying it, it could go away, right? But I think that's the case with any product. If there was one scent that like nobody bought, they would just probably discontinue it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, very exciting though. I'm glad people like it because I like to think I know what people would want as far as products. I like to think I know, like, yeah, people would really like this scent. People would really want to eat this thing. People would want to see me play this game, whatever. I like to think that, but you don't know until you do it. You know what I mean? So I'm glad it was received so well because I was very confident about it, but you never know until the end result actually comes out, right? So I was just glad. Brought a bunch more creators too. Yeah, I don't know. That's not something that like I have a list of though. Either way, doesn't matter. Fuck all of them. Don't care if they're my friends. Use my code. Use my code. My code's the best code. I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to win. Who said that? There was someone who said it in this like iconic tone. I think it was from RuPaul's Drag Race, one of the queens one time. It's like, I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to win. And the way they said it was really funny. And I like stim that. Like, you know it's all a bit because you know they're all friends behind the scenes, but like, I love it. I love it so much. Here waiting for when you convince the cheeky guys for shampoo bar soap. I am in their ears on the back end telling them what I want. For sure. There are a few different things that I want for them to do. Obviously, I don't own the company, so I can't be like, you have to do this or whatever. But I try really hard to give them genuinely like a feminine opinion because they are all dudes. They're all dudes and skincare and everything like that. As much as you can try to package it like it's gendered, everyone uses it. You know what I mean? Skincare and soap, whatever, is just an everyone thing. It's a person thing. So I've been trying to give them a lot of thoughts on what they could do to just appeal to as many people as possible. Like, you know, a lot of people need this thing, want this thing, blah, blah, blah. You know. So I'm always in their ear about what I think they should do. I love telling people what to do. Beard soap? Well, if it was a shampoo bar, that would basically be beard soap. It's the same idea. Cheeky exfoliating soap, please. They did one, Sunday Scaries, but I think that was... Oh, they have it. Sunday Scaries is vanilla bean ice cream scented, which, in a good way, it's not overly sweet smelling, even though it says ice cream. It's very much just vanilla bean, and that has heavy grit in it, is how it's described, which I agree with. I've used it. It has heavy grit in it, and it's very much vanilla bean, not like warm vanilla sugar kind of scent. It's vanilla bean scent. It smells straight up like the plant a little more than the ultra sugary kind of thing. You know, it does smell. It has like a slight sweetness to it, slight, that like malty kind of flavor you get out of ice cream. If you take the sugar out of it, what is it? It's like vanilla bean and this like malty kind of thing and cream. It does smell like that, just without like the ultra sugariness, you know? And then it has like a nice grit in it. So they do have that. It's just the one scent that they did the grit in. But it's so nice. It's so nice. I want to do an ultra masculine scent one day, and it's like leather and burnt tires, you know, and it's like for dudes, but it smells really good. I want that. Want to be able to pave your driveway? Well, you can get, I've talked about them before. Get Italy towels. There's a little item they sell in Korea called an Italy towel. It has nothing to do with Italy. It's just what they call it. And it's this little washcloth looking thing. It's like a little mitten. You can just put your hand in it. A little square. And they have 3 levels of grit. They have yellow, green, and pink are the 3 different colors of it. And they're different levels of scratchiness. And they're so good. So if you have an area that like needs to be ultra scrubbed, use the really gritty one. And then you're doing like neck, back of your knees. Like you want to scrub, but you need to be a little delicate. You use the lower grit one, the yellow one, you know. It's really nice. Yours are blue. Well, it depends on the brand you get, but usually they're those colors. But they're really good. Genuinely, they're really good. And you could just, the soap bag works well from Cheeky. But if you like to hard scrub and you're going to be keeping that thing in water a lot, instead of using the soap bag, I would leave the soap bar out, keep it away from water, wet the towel, and just scrape it along the top, and then just scrub the shit out of yourself with like a little towel or washcloth. It's so good. Genuinely so good. It's like the best to exfoliate. I love that. So that's how I do it. I do a general, like, soap bag, soap in the bag, you know, once over. And then any spots that need, like, extra scrubbing that, like, you know, I personally, I grow a carapace of skin like a crab, okay? If I don't exfoliate every few days, I have an entire shell on my body. And there are certain areas that need, like, extra scrubbing. I gotta take a thing to it, like, you ever see those videos of them doing horseshoes? And they're like slicing all the excess hoof off. I gotta do that and molt myself, you know? So when I need to do that in certain areas, Italy towel, pull that shit out. Boom. And I just rip that shit off. So good. Because straight up, if I don't, I will grow like power armor on the outside of my body. Organically. It'll just, you know, it'll just appear, like whether I want it to or not. So I gotta, you know, I gotta molt. Which is actually something I like the bar soap for, because you just need to use like a little bit and it works really well. When I would do that with liquid soap, I felt like I had to keep dispensing like stupid amounts of soap. And it was just getting dumb, the amount that I was using. And I was like, this is, I don't want this. Bar soap tends to lather a little less. It still lathers, but it doesn't get crazy lathery, and it doesn't like go away so quickly. It has a little more lasting power when you're sitting there scrubbing and you're like cover yourself in water. It doesn't just wash off instantly like the liquid soap does, because the liquid soap, I feel like it's more soluble. It dissolves quicker and just washes away, you know? So, yeah, I like bar soap for that. I'm gonna become a farrier. Oh, dude. I got dreams about it, man. I got dreams about it. But I don't actually like horses, so like... But I don't dislike them. I don't dislike them. I just really, really, really like a lot of other animals. And then horses, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to work with these. It's a large beast that can just kick you and kill you. And that's not... I'm not really concerned that most of them would kick you and kill you. But, you know, you're like sitting there wrestling with this huge thing. Like, why? Obviously, if you need it for transportation, that's the one. But if you're like, just like, what animal do you want to hang out with? I don't want to hang out with a horse the same way I want to hang out with a dog. You know, you could sit with the dog and the dog lays down on you. Very cute. Run around, walk the dog. The horse, that bitch wants to go. It can go. It can kick you and run off and be like, bye, bitch, you know? A little more trouble than it's worth if I'm not, like, using it for transportation and stuff. Horses and dogs are the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A horse is like a giant dog. Just harder to deal with. I'd rather just hang out with the dog. I don't know, man. Any of you ever see a moose in person? Any of you ever walked up to a moose? Well, not walked up to, you shouldn't, but you know what I mean. They are huge. They are absolutely huge. It's insane. All right, one more bite. So I'm finishing my food. Spent a long time working with horses, never lost the fear of getting bit or kicked. I've been around them quite a bit. My older family members made sure that I got to ride horses a couple times. And understand them. I think they're very, very, very nice animals. I just, you know, don't understand the people that are like, oh, I'm going to own a horse, but not in my house, though. I'm going to stable it, and I'm going to go visit it occasionally. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to own a pet that I can't just have with me. And I don't want to get attached to an animal, too, and, like, take care of it and be emotionally, like, there for it, but then not spend every day with it? I don't know. Not a big fan of that. Okay. I finished my food. We are good. You know, a lot of the time I'm on my starting soon talking. It's not starting soon without talking. It's with talking. Part of me being here for a long time is making sure that I'm eating. Because if I don't, if I go on this screen, I will forget. Or not forget, but I end up like not eating, which is bad for me. I want to note all the Nioh 3 reviews are coming in. All the people that were given the game early to play all the way through and then give their reviews. The reviews are coming in. Holy shit, they're so good. They're so good. One guy compiled them in a tweet. Let me find it. Here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how many 9s there are. Dude. The lowest is 8. The lowest is 8. There's so many good reviews. I'm really glad. Because I know the team, you know? I know the team, and I was really confident they were going to do well. And Nioh 2 was great. 1 was good. 2 was great, right? Huge improvement on a game that wasn't even bad at all. They just were like, how can we make this insanely good? And they did for 2. And now for 3, they're like really trying to push it. And they saw what people liked in other games and said, how can we bring this here without like compromising our game, right? And they're, yeah. They're doing real well with that. Real well with that. So, it's been good. We're talking about bond slam and Soulslikes genre? For real. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I don't know why people have to turn everything into an argument. But they just do. I saw some guy being like... They showed in Nioh some boss character thing that existed. That was, or maybe it was like a mini boss. It's a character on a horse, right? And it runs past you and slashes down with its spear that it's holding, whatever. And some guy was like, Elden Ring did it first. And everyone's clowning on this guy. And they're like, brother, here's one from Ninja Gaiden, the Team Ninja, the same team that made Nioh, put in there a long time ago. Let's not pretend a dude on a horse is like something you own anyway. It was so fun. And I was like, God, no way people are starting this. And then today I saw people going, and when I say people, I mean a small minority. People are all disagreeing with them. But there was like a group of people, a small pocket, going, it's not really a Souls-like because Souls-like combat is more about rolling and positioning. And I'm like, brother, what do you mean this one's not about positioning? What are you saying? These people have never played it. They've never played it. That's how you know, right? I was like, what? It has everything. So Nioh is basically a Souls-like with Diablo loot, is how I would put it, right? It's a Souls-like with more of a Diablo loot system, okay? Or I saw someone else call it the Path of Exile of Soulslikes, which I thought was really funny. And the combat is better. The combat is good. It feels really good. But I don't know. Some people think rolling is like really great and the hallmark of Soulslikes, even though that's like not what makes things a Souls-like. But that's okay. You know, that's all right. That's that guy's opinion. And everyone was like, brother, what are you saying? It was just funny. Loot part's the only criticism you have. It's one of those things that's not for everyone, but the other thing is you don't have to care about the loot system. You could just play the game, get whatever you get, pick the best thing out of what you have, not min-max too much, and still get through the game just fine. So that's why I don't mind it at all, because it's not a game where you have to min-max that to be able to play it, right? Like you're not forced into that loot system. You're not forced to interact with it heavily. You can sort by like highest item level, highest damage, highest, you know, whatever. And then you can just get through it. You do have to min-max if you want to do the highest difficulties. Yeah, but that's like if you're playing Nioh 2, you can play the game and then you can go to New Game Plus. And then you can go to New Game Plus Plus, right? And you can prestige multiple times. If you like the game enough to play through it 3 times and be pushing difficulty, you should have to min-max the loot a little bit. You know what I mean? But to play through it once, which is what most people do, vast majority of people just want to play the game once. You don't have to do any of that at all. You can be playing through it at, you know, the highest possible degree without min-maxing through the first playthrough. Even the second, you don't have to fuck around with it too much in Nioh 2. You can go to maybe the what's his name? The smith, the blacksmith for the New Game Plus and do everything. You don't have to go like crazy into the loot system, you know? At least I didn't have to, you know? Now if you get to New Game Plus and beyond, yeah, you have to interact with the loot system a little bit. But like if you're already dumping 200 hours into the game, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know? It's all gear randomized. I wouldn't put the word randomized. It's certain things drop from certain enemies in certain areas, and then the drops are random of what you get within that list of them, right? Not full randomized, 100%. But yeah. But I love Nioh, man. I love Nioh. So I'm just glad people are liking 3. Because I like Souls-likes in general, but I get a little tired of certain games' combat sometimes. Elden Ring I really liked. I liked the bosses and the design. It was just normal Souls-like combat though, and I didn't really get awarded for being aggressive, right? I like to be rewarded for being aggressive in games. So Nioh giving me that the same way Monster Hunter does, or Ninja Gaiden does, or you know, all those kinds of things. That's kind of what I want. So I'm just glad more people are having that option, seeing the light. I go back and do New Game Plus for Nioh 2. You should. Going through Nioh 2 a second or third time is really nice. Genuinely. That's what you liked about Bloodborne. Yeah, this is why a lot of people like Bloodborne. So I think if you liked Bloodborne a lot, how that felt, then you would like this. So. Finished Lies of P recently. It's your favorite Souls-like. Lies of P was my favorite. Yeah. I think Lies of P, Nioh 2, we'll see how Nioh 3 ends up stacking after I finish it, but Lies of P, Nioh 2 are probably my top ones, I think. I'm thinking about it. And Bloodborne. I like Sekiro. I put it it's the tiniest. One tiny tick actually below those 3 for me, for how much I liked playing it. I liked it. I went and played it because a lot of friends were like, oh, you got it, you know, and I went and did it. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Just for what I like to do in combat, those other three give me what I want, if that makes sense. Still a really good game, though. I don't know, man. I'm just glad this one's doing well. I'm glad his favorite ending. Let's not type what our favorite ending is in the chat in case anyone gets spoiled. It's just, the one where everyone dies, you know. The one where so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, speaking of endings, so I wanted to finish Karen today, potentially. But I was watching a friend play it, and I realized that... So because I'm not spending a billion hours in Cairn, and I'm not going sideways and checking every little spot, I'm missing so many items, which a lot of people are. The game does not make it, like, a thing you have to do. I'm missing so many, like, upgrades to items. So I have the most important ones, which are the pitons that are, like, the perma ones that don't break. But they have other stuff. They have, like, a large chalk bag. They've got a thermos to keep things warm. They've got so much shit like that that I never got. So, oh well. Oh well, it is what it is. But I have, I don't have those items, so we're on hard mode a little bit. Not complete hard mode because I still picked some stuff up. I didn't, like, you know, avoid... Where's my cap? There we go. I didn't avoid every item. But, yeah. So, we're gonna have to deal with that. You can do with basically no upgrades. Well, that's the thing, is I don't think you can't. So, I'm not gonna go back for anything or, you know, worry about it or whatever. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. So, we'll see what happens. Have you played Stranger Paradise? No, I haven't actually. I haven't. I watched... Who did I watch? I think it was one of my brothers was playing it. I watched one of my brothers play it. I think. Probably. I don't know. I watched someone. I watched someone play it. Not all of it, but bits of it, and it looked really good. And I said, oh, I should play that. And then I just never got around to it. No particular reason. I just never did. So. I don't know. Can't be us writing. That was the one thing I couldn't decide if I liked or disliked the campy writing. Because campy can be good or bad, right? It just... It's about the entire finished product. But I hadn't seen enough of it to fully decide, you know, like if I really liked the campy writing that they were doing or not, because I just saw bits and pieces. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's probably good because I hadn't heard anyone else complain heavily to me about it, so I don't think it was the type that, like, actually pissed people off, you know? I think it was, what it seems to me is like it was the good camp. But we'll see. Maybe I'll play it eventually. Maybe. Maybe one day. I don't know. I didn't hate it, but it's not your favorite. Yeah, I heard a lot of reviews from friends that were like, it's pretty good. You don't have to play it, though. Which, you know, there are a lot of other games that they would say to me, oh, you have to play this one. So it was always on my list, but it would get bumped down by other things consistently because something else would come out and they'd go, oh my god, you have to play this. You know, it would just keep, like, the top list, the top 10 on my list of things I need to play is always getting refilled by other stuff. And then things that are in slot, like, you know, 11 through 20 are just perma stuck there. So, yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well. But if you want a good-ass Souls game, play Kazan. I feel like that one didn't get... It got some media attention, but I don't think it was super promoted. But I played a little on stream. I think we played 1 or 2 days of it. And then I went and played the rest off stream, and it was so good. And I like the Dungeon Fighter universe a lot, so I was already kind of, you know, kind of baited into it from that. But Kazan was so good. Play 9 Souls? Already did. Played it a bunch on stream and then finished it. So, nice try. Stupid sexy Ben Star. I think I kept the language in Korean. Pretty sure. Kazan got overlooked by other games. Yeah, what came out at the same time? Let me see if I can find that. Early 2025. Early 2025 game releases. Let me see. Oh yeah, wait, yeah, there was a shit ton of stuff at the beginning of the year. Holy. Because Silk Song was way later, wasn't it? Compared to Kazan. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think that's what everyone was playing. And Wilds, Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh man. Split Fiction took a lot of attention. Why is it the Ronin kind of? Assassin's Creed Shadows kind of? We did Atelier Yumiya. No, I don't think that pushed it out of the way. I remember people playing Atom Fall, and then Kazan came out late March, but people were still playing a lot of the ones that I mentioned. But then Haste came out. Last of Us Part 2 remastered, a lot of people were playing, and then Blueprints came out April 10th. I think that's why I stopped streaming Kazan, especially. I was like, oh, I'll just finish it off stream because I knew I was going to no life Blueprints. Wow, yeah, there was a lot. Oh, the Oblivion remaster was the month after it as well, and Expedition 33. Yeah, I think it was just so unfortunately timed. I think if it came out when there's a little more of a lull, it would have been good. But yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was like in my top 10 games of last year. Wilds was amazing. Expedition 33, clearly everyone loved, right? So it was just like, it was getting released in the middle of all that, and Blueprints, you know, a lot of people dropped it. Yeah, a lot of people dropped it for stuff that came out the next month. That's the hard part, is if your game comes out in the midst of a lot of things, it is what it is. But people, if they've picked your game, will complete your game. But if you release your game and then the next couple of weeks, other really hype stuff comes out, they will drop your game for those other things, more likely. If they have everything at the same time, they tend to like bounce between them. But there's something about like pacing. When something is released 3 weeks after something else, it like sucks the energy out of it. It makes people drop it to go finish it. You know? So I don't know. Difficulty in the second half cut some folks off cold. That too, right? It was very difficult, and then, you know, when you're hitting that hard part, then this new shiny game comes out. There are like 3 new shiny games that came out. I think it was perfectly timed for people to just go to the other stuff. Shame though. But it was so good. It was so good. I really liked Kazan, so. Oh well. Oh well. You're guilty of that. I think a lot of people are. I think it's kind of normal at this point. And I don't think you should be having to finish every game. If you play a good amount of hours of it and you like it, you got what you paid for, which was some game experience, right? But it's also a shame. It's a shame because if you keep doing that and you have a huge backlog of all these unfinished things, you could buy a new game, but you could also go and spend hours just playing stuff you didn't finish and save the money, right? I don't know. So I try to wish list a lot of stuff, not always buy it until I'm ready to play it, you know? Or with streaming, I tend to try to finish a lot of things off stream because at the end of the day, I do variety, right? I try to mix new stuff in all the time. So there will be a lot of games that I don't get to finish. But I do my best. I do my best with extra time to, you know, try and crunch through stuff where I can, because I can have an opinion on a game even if I didn't finish it, but then I feel like I have to say like, oh, I didn't finish it though, so I might be missing something, right? I'd rather like try to formulate a whole opinion by getting through the whole thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a game, but it's $70 right now. You could see if there's a sale. You can wait. I would just go and wish list stuff so you don't forget. You know. Most viewers aren't gonna stick around for most streams the same game. That depends. I find here, you guys kind of do. If I do play one thing for a week and we're trying to get through it, you guys kind of do stick around. But I think even though I spend so much of my streams chatting sometimes, this is still heavily a gaming chat. In that you guys like to just sit there and watch games as well, right? And I notice this with when I look at who I share viewers with. Twitch gives me stats and goes like, here's where, you know, people that clicked on you came from. A lot of the time it's like pure gaming streamers that you guys also watch. So I don't have the worst time with it. But you guys still do like to see new stuff as well. It's a mix here. It's a mix. But I do mix it a lot. Be strange if you didn't play games just yet. Yeah, I mean, I will sit there and talk for a long time, a lot, but then I just play games for longer. And that's how I end up streaming like 8+ hours a lot of the time. I think I genuinely need to just like start the game at like an hour and a half in to be able to get through certain things on stream more often, which is what I was gonna be doing. Especially as Nioh is out. When Nioh 3's out, I want to play the whole thing on stream. Problem is, if I yap for 3 hours and then start the game, we're going to be playing that shit for a month, okay? And I love Nioh, but I don't want to do that to you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just talk for the first hour and then play something and then play Nioh. It's either just gonna be Nioh some days, or I might do half and half like I've done some other days, or I play like an hour or two of something smaller or newer or you know, variety, and then finish off with Nioh. So probably do that just so we can make sure we pace through it well. Depends if you clear fully all the areas or push on the story. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a lot of clearing through areas off stream. I'll do some on stream too, but you know, if I have the opportunity to get ahead off stream and just go clear shit, I'll just go clear shit. You know, we'll see, but I'll do what I can. I've been doing that with the demo. I've been playing like every second of content that is in the demo. I've been hopping on there and just trying to clear out every little camp, every little thing to get ahead, so I'm like ready for the full release Friday. And I'm having so much fun doing that. I thought it would be like, you know, oh, a little grindy, whatever. But I'm like fully engaged, fully locked in as I'm doing it. So I've been really happy. I've been really enjoying it. I'm excited. So we'll see. We'll come back. We'll come back Friday for that, though. We'll do that. Play Nioh off stream, record the video, yap on stream. You think I have time? You think I have time to record that much off stream? I am working on, okay, so I'm working on this debut. I'm working on other stuff that we're going to have afterward. And I'm working on, I have like 1 or 2 projects completely behind the scenes, unannounced, that are taking all of my time. Like, all of my time. Even some of my off days where I would go stream on alts, I haven't been doing as much because I've been working on some shit. And it's just, it takes literally all of my time. So, yeah, I've been gaming less off stream than I want. So, except for Nioh, the demo, and that's been like saving my sanity. So, you know. Ichi's chat shows Witcher 3 for her next game. She wasn't aware the main side quests and DLC are like 150 hours plus of content. I mean, look, if her chat wants that, they want that. You know? I think there are plenty of game streamers, like, look at Dan's Gaming, Co-Carnage, these types of people that will sit down and play a whole game front to back all the way through. Doesn't matter how many hours it is. And there are tons of people that like that. There are also people who are like, you've played this for 3 hours, it's time to wrap it up, open a new game. They just like need that Subway Surfers thing going on in the background. They need it to be changing all the time, you know? They need it. It's just, you know, whoever you've got in your chat, you've got in your chat. And if they want to watch something all the way through, it's doable, you know? Yeah, like I think she does have a chat that will watch her do that because she does finish games sometimes, right? She does occasionally open a classic and go, yeah, I'm going to play it, and then plays the whole thing. So, you know. And it's not necessarily, how do I say that? It's not about who you have in your chat. It's about what you do on stream. If you finish games, your chat will be used to you finishing games, and they will be willing to sit through 100 hours. If you never finish games, you open a new game every stream, that's what they will want from you. That's it. That's all, you know? Why is it not? TTS? You got scammed. I'll read it. You said this game was cool, but you've been going for 3 minutes. What's next? I just restarted, so it should work now. Yeah, genuinely, there are people that want that, but I think all that matters is that you are consistent with whatever you do, right? If you sit there and you do a thing a certain way, people will want that thing from you because people don't like change. They like stuff to be comforting and routine. That's it. That's why I can't answer people when they're like, oh, how do you stream? How do you grow? What do you do specifically? And I'm like, there's not much to strategize around. You just pick something you want to do and keep doing it. That's it. You know? There it is. There it is. Okay, it's working now. It's working now. I watched her play a bit of GTA. I was laughing because I'm not like a huge fan of the story mode. I like GTA 4 if we're talking about GTA. I thought 3 was pretty good. I'm not actually like the biggest GTA series fan. I just like the games generally. So even though I know a disgusting amount of 5, it's not the story. It's like just the map, you know, and stuff like that. And I was watching her drive around, and something about watching someone like stop at red lights sometimes and like follow the actual lines of the road was just funny for me to watch, because I'm used to like hitting cuts and going over this one curb to like min-max this thing, and I was like, you know, because I spent a lot of time like with my racer friends on like this other server where we just race around the GTA 5 map. And I was like watching her drive normally, like when she first started especially, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know, something about it. I couldn't watch. I had to put her on the side monitor and not look, because watching her drive properly on the streets, it was like freaking me out. So what I want to do is show her some sick jumps. She said she wanted to play regular online, which I haven't played much of. I've only played on like RP servers and stuff. So I was like, fuck it, we could go on there, rob a bank, and drive around, you know. Yeah, I sent a jump gift. She was like, what's a jump? And I showed her like a guy kick flipping his car onto the freeway, you know. It was good. It was good. Turn on voice chat. Oh, you think I don't know? I'm painfully aware. I know what community they've got. Because I've been on there before. You know. I think I've ever seen GTA Online. It's because, yeah, one of you already said it. There are a billion cheaters and people that play regular online and just in public lobbies. They just run you over with cars over and over. You make a new character and you step outside and someone blows you up with an RPG. There are no rules, and it's easy for them to get away from the cops every time. Yeah, the online vehicles, people will just, you'll literally get in there, step outside, and someone in a helicopter crashes into you and explodes both of you. Like that is what people do in regular GTA Online. And it is supremely unfun. But if you have a private lobby and you're playing with some friends, it can be really fun. So, you know, don't play public. Just don't. It's so bad. It's so bad. But if you do want to play it, going into private is still fun. It's still good and well made, but yeah. Yeah. Every online lobby you've been in has someone using a mod pack. Well, that and or they're straight up cheating. It's like, it's insane. It's insane. And Rockstar doesn't do anything about it because I don't know that they really can, because adding rules telling people like not to do that it's subjective, or you have to just say it. You can't physically get people to stop it, you know? So, I don't know. Oh well. Spotted into lobby, exploded in my apartment, got into my garage, all my cars blew up. Yep. Yep.
Attention, all hands on deck. Prepare for dive.
Where the fuck are you going? We're not going anywhere. We're right here. Nice try. Nice try. Rockstar acknowledged and they said no flying vehicles for 6, supposedly. Oh, that would be so nice. Or at least not for online. I think they should have it if you want to have it in an RP server. Or if you decide that you want to have it in story mode, right? I think that'd be great. But for online, they should absolutely not allow flying vehicles. It makes it so unfun. So unfun. Because everyone just, like, flies around in their flying vehicles and then crashes into everyone else. You know? Or you could have you could join lobby and have a lobby setting that is, like, allowed or disallowed for flying vehicles. You know? Planes and helis. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fair. People will still get a heli and crash it into you, though, so... You know. It is what it is. It just is what it is, man. I don't know. But just get 5M and go into an RP server, and you can find plenty of free open to play servers, or you don't even have to roleplay super heavily. Some of them are just racing or, you know, whatever it is. So, just do that, man. Just do that. Just do that. Oh, my nose is running again. I'm not sick anymore, but I've got that residual, like, you know, still sniffly for like a week kind of thing after being sick. Just a little bit. Yeah, the ick, the crud that gets you. Occasionally my nose is just like, remember me? And it starts like... Ugh, there we go. Ugh. Oh, well. Anyway, I want to get straight into Karen. I want to get straight into it. Because I would like to try to finish it, but Matara's doing like a million things later tonight that she wanted me to join in. I think the first thing starts at 8 p.m. So we were supposed to do something yesterday. And then I didn't tell you guys anything about it because there was the potential that we were going to swap it to today.